For years, you've been told that your long, thin hair is a lost cause, that it's just something you'll have to deal with. But what if I told you it's not your hair? It's how you've been styling it all along. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you left the house, looking at yourself in the mirror, wishing your hair had more volume, more life? How many times have you stood there, hands running through it, frustrated that no matter how much product you apply, it's just flat, lifeless, and falling short of the look you desire? It's exhausting, right? But what if I told you there's a way out? What if your long, thin hair can be exactly what you've always wanted it to be, voluminous, vibrant, and full of life? If you're tired of feeling disappointed with your hair, and you're ready for a change, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss the tips I'm about to share. Together, we'll transform your long, thin hair into a style you'll love. Here's the harsh truth. You've been doing it all wrong. Don't worry, it's not your fault. You've just been following advice that doesn't work for your hair type. The tricks you've been told about how to handle long, thin hair are all based on old myths that simply don't apply to modern hairstyling. Take a second and think about the countless times you've been bombarded with hair tips that don't deliver. Flat irons for sleekness, hairsprays for hold, curls that fall flat. But despite all of that, your hair still feels, well, disappointing. And it's so frustrating. Here's the thing, long, thin hair isn't something that needs to be hidden. You're not stuck with flat hair. It's all about how you approach it, the products, the technique, the tools you're using. When you have the right steps, long, thin hair can look just as fabulous as any thick, voluminous mane. So, let me ask you something. Are you ready to stop feeling disappointed every time you look in the mirror? Are you ready to say goodbye to flat, limp hair and hello to a voluminous, bouncy, confident new you? Stay with me, because I'm about to reveal 4 simple steps that will transform your long, thin hair. You'll see it all: how to create volume with the right products, how to style it in a way that adds movement and fullness, and how to keep your hair looking gorgeous every single day. Before we dive into those steps, I want to know, what's your biggest struggle with styling your long, thin hair? Drop a comment below, and I'll be reading every single one of them. Let's figure this out together, because you deserve to feel confident in your hair, no matter your age or hair type. Step 1. The right product makes all the difference. Now let's start with the most crucial step, choosing the right products. I know, you've tried every product under the sun, but if you're still not getting results, it's because you've been using the wrong ones. Think about the products you're using. Are they weighing your hair down? The key to adding volume is to avoid heavy, greasy products. You need lightweight formulas that will lift your hair, not flatten it. Look for volumizing shampoos and conditioners that hydrate but won't leave your hair limp. You want products that work with your hair, not against it. And here's a little secret: less is more. Overloading your hair with too many products can make it look even thinner. The right product will add texture, life, and just the right amount of hold without that greasy or crunchy feeling. Step 2. The right drying technique is key. Now, let's talk about drying techniques. The way you dry your hair can either make or break your volume. Here's the trick: don't just blow dry your hair aimlessly. Instead, work with it to create lift at the roots and texture throughout. Start by flipping your hair upside down when you dry it. This simple move will add instant volume at the roots. If you have a blow-dry brush, use it to gently lift and guide your hair as you dry it. The key here is movement. You want to create body and texture while keeping the hair light. Another important thing to remember: don't dry your hair completely. Leave a bit of dampness in it, and let the natural movement take over when you style it. Trust me, this will change everything about how your hair looks and feels. Have you tried drying your hair upside down? Let me know in the comments how it worked for you. If you haven't tried it yet, do it today and tell me how your hair looks after. Step 3. Layering and cutting for volume. Now, let's talk about the cut. Yes, your haircut matters more than you think. You might think that keeping your hair long and straight is the only option for thin hair, but that's actually a common mistake. The key to creating volume is all about layers. Listen, I've worked with countless women who were convinced they couldn't wear layers because their hair was too thin. But guess what? Layers actually add movement and dimension to your hair, giving it that bounce and life it's been missing. Now, here's the secret. The layers don't need to be dramatic. We're not talking about chopping off chunks. Instead, you need soft layers that blend in naturally and create texture. A well-executed layer can make your long, thin hair look fuller without losing its length. When choosing a cut, Ask your stylist for layers that start just below the shoulders and softly blend into the rest of your hair. Avoid blunt cuts that can weigh your hair down, and instead, go for a cut that enhances your hair's natural flow. Once you've got the right cut, you'll notice how much easier it is to style your hair. You won't be fighting against flatness anymore. Those layers will give you instant volume. Step 4. Styling tools and techniques to add volume. Let's move on to the tools. Yes, the right tools are essential for creating volume and texture in your long, thin hair. If you've been relying on flat irons to get sleekness, I hate to break it to you, but you've been using the wrong tool for the job. The round brush is your new best friend. When blow drying, use a round brush to lift the roots and create movement throughout your hair. Always dry your hair in sections. This gives you control and helps add lift where you need it most. If you prefer curls, don't reach for the tiny curling iron. Instead, go for a larger barrel that will give your hair soft, voluminous waves rather than tight curls. This will give your hair a fuller look, especially if you're styling your long, thin hair to add that extra body. Another important tool to add to your arsenal is a texturizing spray or a sea salt spray. These products add grit and texture to your hair, helping it hold its shape and volume throughout the day. Now, here's the trick. When using a curling iron or styling tool, make sure to curl in opposite directions. This helps create a more natural look and prevents your curls from clumping together, which can make your hair look even thinner. Now that we've covered the 4 key steps, here are a few extra tips to help you style your long, thin hair like a pro. 1. Tip 1. Avoid overwashing. Overwashing your hair can strip it of its natural oils, leaving it looking even thinner. Try washing your hair only 2 to 3 times a week and use a dry shampoo to freshen up between washes. 2. Tip 2. Use a lightweight leave-in conditioner. A leave-in conditioner is perfect for detangling and adding some light moisture without weighing your hair down. Just a small amount at the ends is all you need to keep your hair hydrated and smooth. Tip 3. Don't forget about your scalp. A healthy scalp equals healthy hair. Gently massage your scalp for a few minutes each day to stimulate blood flow and promote hair growth. This also helps to keep the roots lifted and your hair feeling light. Which of these tips are you most excited to try? Or maybe you've already been using some of them. I'd love to hear what works for you. Leave your thoughts and any extra tips in the comments. Let's put these steps into action. Take a look at Joan. Before she started following these techniques, her long, thin hair looked flat and lifeless. But after switching to the right products, getting the perfect layered cut, and learning how to style it with the right tools, her hair is transformed. She looks taller, more confident, and absolutely radiant. Let's take a closer look at her before and after transformation. Notice how the layers give her hair body, and the styling tools create that effortless volume. This could be you too. Here's a bonus tip for you. The right accessory can elevate your hair game. I know we've talked about the products and the techniques, but accessories can truly take your hair to the next level. A statement hair clip, a chic headband, or even a sleek scarf can add a touch of sophistication and elevate your look instantly. Choose one that complements your hair color and personal style. You'd be surprised at how much a simple accessory can enhance the overall volume and texture of your hair. So there you have it. 4 simple steps that will completely transform how you style your long, thin hair. Remember, it's all about finding the right products, perfecting your drying technique, getting the right cut, and using the tools that will enhance your natural texture. With these steps, you'll have the voluminous, gorgeous hair you've always dreamed of. Remember that your long, thin hair is a canvas. With the right products, techniques, and tools, you can turn it into a show-stopping masterpiece. It's not about making your hair look like anyone else's. It's about making it work for you. Confidence is key, and when you feel good about your hair, it shows. Now, it's your turn to embrace your long, thin hair and give it the volume it deserves. Embrace the volume, embrace the confidence, and watch how your long, thin hair goes from flat and frustrating to fabulous and full of life. If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button and make sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss another hair transformation tip. Share this video with someone who's struggling with their long, thin hair. Let's spread the love and help others feel confident in their own hair too.